Hey everybody, hope you're having a good weekend. Adam Goodwin back again. Discuss week two. Uh, Again, not a whole lot to cover. We did participate in the committee of the whole meeting, which was interesting. Gets us in the room, gets us able to share ideas. A little less formal, I'd say, as I'm trying to scope these things out, certainly than a council meeting. We covered off typical meeting type things: approval of past agenda, approval of the reports for this one. We discussed an actual introduction to committee of the whole, discussed the advocacy as we are all heading down to the AB Munies next week. We have to advocate for what we as a city want, and at the same time understand what other municipalities are advocating for. Again, informative, be a really good thing to for myself to understand a little deeper. And then we had a discussion on the procedure bylaw, and we did go in camera. I will try to get everybody on page here, or on the same wavelength. We went in camera and we were warned very clearly by the city manager and the clerk, only do it for certain things. And when we're talking about litigation where it's naming people or naming agencies or naming organizations, that's the sort of thing. So we did not take it lightly. I'm not a big fan of spending time in camera. And as I believe the vast majority of us are, we've heard it is a necessary part of the process. However, we are going to work very, very diligently to make that a very small part of the process. And I think what I'm going to do is, as I get fed more information on what really constitutes justification for going in camera, I'm going to put together a little video and detail some things out. Let me know if there's anything else in terms of city processes that you would like me to share. I'm super into the idea of, as I learn things, I want to share them out. So for instance, when we look at the procedure or the process to building a bylaw from inception in somebody's mind to where the rubber hits the road and you're actually collecting data to see if it's working. What happens at each cycle? What's the cycle time in there? And for those of you non-business folks, cycle time is every stage is considered a cycle. And at every stage, so inception, and then you're fielding it out to people, and then you have to get an understanding of what this is going to cost if we were to implement it this way, and then you have to formalize the language, et cetera, et cetera. And the cycle time is how long does it spend in each of those, and then where is the most likely exit ramp, I guess, for something like that. Like, where do they get killed when they prove to be unviable or just wildly unpopular? So I want to build out something like that as well. Again, as I learn more, I'm going to share more. We have briefings coming up on the safe staffing and the dynamic staffing, and I'm looking forward to getting the information that we've been told exists, but I'll find out what I can share legally, and I will share everything. I want everybody to understand that I am still very committed to meeting the NFPA standards. It's something that I talked about all the way through, and it is important to me. The safety of our city is, in my mind, non-negotiable. However, I do want to hear it out. I just have a funny feeling it's going to be hard to move my opinion here based on my experience, based on my risk assessments that I've done over the years, based on my emergency response history. I don't really have a lot outside of that, and I apologize if perhaps I'm skimming uh, too much over the surface for people. If you want it a little more in depth, by all means reach out. we've got a whole bunch of things on the go. We've got quite a few emails from folks talking about things like the Highway 2 expansion, obviously safe staffing. Um, we did actually, I'll circle back really quickly. We did talk rather in depth about some of the shortfalls that are starting to show up with the provincial funding to Turning Point being canceled. There's a lot of things that I myself didn't know about, didn't understand, and it really, I don't want to point fingers. I think the provincial government needs to get moving. I'm looking forward to talking with them, the liaisoning, and getting a relationship so that we can find out, okay, well, do they understand the problems that we have? Do they openly know? Can they accept it and understand their accountabilities? Because their accountabilities, our accountabilities, they're two different things, and we can't try to be everything to everyone. That creates massive waste and terrible use of your dollars. So I will keep you all posted. I will continue to look and find information. I know there's a lot out there. I know that people need to know things, and again, as I find them, I'm going to try to share. Please reach out with questions. As I've said, I look forward to 4 years of strong, healthy, respectful conversations back and forth. And for the rest of you, enjoy your Sunday. I'm looking forward to Remembrance Day. As it stands right now, I'm going to be going to the Centrium. We like to split up a little bit. And last year I was down at the Cenotaph, which is a lovely, terrific ceremony. This time I'm going to go check out the Centrium, see how that is. So hope to see some people there and honoring those who fought for us past and are currently fighting for us present, giving up a lot of sacrifices. They sacrificed mental health, they sacrificed physical health. Many of them sacrificed their lives. So it's one of those things that I take very seriously, and I hope people understand how incredibly important it is to remember what those people fought for and died for and are fighting for and dying for. It is our freedoms. It is our ability to have open dialogue and share conversations. It is freedom from government overreach. It's freedom from tyranny. We really need to keep that in mind all the time. Those sacrifices cannot go in vain. We have to be diligent, take what was given to us as an incredible gift and carry it forward. Thank you all very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. See ya.